Okay, so here's the problem, and I'm going to do it two ways. I'm going to do it substitution first, and I'm going to time myself, and then I'm going to use the calculator and time myself, and then I'm going to quickly run through how to do it on the calculator. So I'm going to use substitution because that's the way that Elijah uses it. So I'm going to start, and here we go. Oops, sorry. X equals 2, and then I would go back here and I'd say y equals 3 minus 2 times 2, so that's 3 minus 4 is negative 1, so then I get 2, negative 1. So 45 seconds. About 45 seconds. Okay, now, same problem using the calculator. So I'm going to reset, and here we go, and start. Oh, sorry. And I get 2, negative 1, 2, negative 1, and half the time to get there. And in this case I didn't have to write anything down. So now let me show you really quickly what I plugged in. So here are the steps. So the first thing I did, I create a coefficient matrix, which you can see there's 2, 1, these are the coefficients of x and y, negative 1 and negative 2. So I just put those in. Then I have what's called the answer matrix, which are the answers. So that's 3 and 0. So then, and I'll walk through this. So you do second, and then x to the negative 1. If you see here, x negative 1 is the matrix button. So I do second matrix. And then you see there's the three things at the top. You scroll over to edit. So I'm right here. You input the dimensions of the matrix. So this is a 2 by 2, and this is a 2 by 1. So I go over to edit. I'm going to edit matrix A. I change the dimensions to 2 and 2, and I input those numbers, 2, 1, negative 1, negative 2. Then I repeat that process, so I go second matrix, edit, go to B now. It's a 2 by 1, and I put in the 3 and the 0. So I'm here. Then I do second mode, which is to quit. So I do second mode, and that takes me back to the home screen. Let me clear that. And then I want to type in A inverse times B. I'll write that over here. A inverse times B. So I'm going to type in, I'm right here. So now I'm under names instead of edit. So I do second this. I'm going to come over here and I do second, oops, I'm sorry. Let's see, second matrix. Under names, you push enter. You push the x negative 1 button, and that gives you that little negative 1. And then you do times. Then you go second matrix and go down to B. And then you get the x value and the y value. Now, that seems like maybe a lot of steps, but once you do it a couple of times, I mean, like you saw, it really could just take 20 seconds. So I'll leave that if you want to take a screenshot. And the same is true for where's my pen? Oh. If you wanted to do a 3 system, I'm just going to make up a problem, so it's not really going to work out. But let's say we had like 3x plus 2z equals 4, and then we had x minus 4y plus 5z equals 7, and 2x plus y plus z equals 10. Something like that. You could also follow the same exact procedure, except that instead of your A being a 2 by 2, your A would be a 3 by 3. you still have the coefficients. So the coefficients of x would be 3, and then here would be 1, and this would be 2. The coefficients of y, well, there is no y in the first equation, so it's going to be a 0 there. And then I have negative 4 and 1. And then same for the z's, 2 and 5 and 1. Your b is going to be a 3 by 1, and that's still the answer, so 4, 7, and 10. You input this as a, input this as b, and then you do a inverse times b. And you would find your x and your y and your z. Now this one probably, if you did it, you would get decimals because I just made it up. But you still have the same process, and I think it's much, much faster, and there's a lot less room for mistakes. So anyway, let me know if you have questions. Bye.